What's up, YouTube fam? It's your favorite girl, Jay Shara, coming back to you with yet another reaction video. And the video that I'm going to be looking at today deals with, are humans hardwired to be monogamous? And I actually researched this video out myself because a friend and I were talking about this topic the other day, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to dive further into this because I think it's a very interesting topic. Like, I really do. And we didn't really get to the bottom of it, but we did have a extremely in-depth conversation about it. So I kind of want to hear what you all have to say about it and your perspectives as well. So let me just get into this video. I don't even know, if it's going to, satisfy what I want to hear, but we're gonna get into it anyway and then discuss what we elaborated on the other day. Let's get into it.
Monogamy is natural. Adultery is natural too. Neither are part of the supernatural. But I don't think people really understand monogamy. Mono means one, and gamy means spouse, one spouse. Polygyny, poly means many, gyne means women, many women. We are an animal that forms pair bonds. We are basically monogamous. We're also adulterous. I think we've evolved what I call a dual human reproductive strategy, a tremendous drive to fall in love and pair up and rear our children as a team of two, and a predisposition, some people, of restlessness, an inclination to be adulterous, and we tend to be an animal that, a creature that forms a pair bond for a period of time, breaks that pair bond, and forms a new pair bond. Serial monogamy and clandestine adultery. So when did monogamy evolve? I think it evolved over 4.4 million years ago when our ancestors were coming down out of the trees. 97% of mammals do not pair up to rear their young. Elephants couldn't be bothered, giraffes couldn't be bothered, gorillas form a harem, people form pair bonds. Everywhere in the world, the vast majority of people have one partner at a time. Even in societies where a man can have a harem, polygyny, only about 5 to 10% of men actually get enough cows or goats or money or education or some other sort of status to win a group of women. A woman will not be the second wife of a poor man, only if the perquisites outweigh the costs. I think human pair bonding evolved millions of years ago, along with this brain circuitry for romantic love and for deep attachment to a partner. I think it evolved for an ecological reason. Our ancestors were forced down from the trees by 8, 7, 6 million years ago. They had to begin to walk on two legs over very dangerous open grasslands, and at that point they began to stand up on 2 feet instead of 4, to carry weapons and to carry tools and to carry food back to a place where they could eat unmolested by predators. And with the beginning of walking on 2 legs instead of 4, females began to have to carry their babies in their arms instead of on their backs. And if I were to give every woman in the world a 20-pound bowling ball to carry around for the next 4 years, and also try to carry sticks and stones and collect fruit and vegetables and run from lions, etc., they too would look around for a mate. So by 4 million years ago, in order to survive, females began to need to form a pair bond at least long enough to help raise a child through infancy. Males, I don't see how in these open grasslands a male could have really protected a harem of females, not only from wild animals, but from other males. So pair bonding became essential to females and suitable to males, and humanity went over what I call the monogamy threshold, and we began to evolve this drive to fall in love and form a pair bond and rear our children as a team, a hallmark of the human animal today.
Interesting point. So the points that I have in my phone here are not at all identical. Well, no, they're not identical with what she was speaking about, because she was speaking about actual human genetics and the human animal, like how we're made up specifically. But I'll just start off with how I feel about, damn, this kind of got me wondering for real, how I feel about this topic. And the other day, I basically said, no, I don't believe that humans are wired to be monogamous. I honestly feel like one of the reasons is societal pressures. I'll just speak about, you know, where I'm from, which is the US, like the American dream. That societal pressure is you go to school, you get your job, meet your person, get married, settle down, have children. That doesn't even sound like as perfect as it did before. Like, it's just ingrained in my brain, like that's how life is. Even though like I haven't followed that path, and I fought it for as long as I could and tried to live my life and express myself and carry out my dreams in other ways, like that's just what it is here in the United States. So I think societal pressures is a reason why a lot of people feel like humans were made to be monogamous. Another reason, it's kind of the same, but again, not identical. Religion. In the Bible, it states you get married, there's no infidelity, you don't lie, like you don't go seeking out another man or another woman after your marriage. So religion plays a huge role, because if you don't follow those rules, those commandments, then you're casted out, like it's bad, you're going to hell, like stuff like that. So I think that plays a huge role, especially if you know, grew up in a church or you're highly spiritual. A third reason, I feel like all of these reasons are, you know, intertwining with each other, because you have pressure from the church, you have pressure from the society, but you also have peer pressure, like the people around you, like the actual people you know who are aspiring to these very things. If you're someone like me, and I just did a video, not just, but like a month or two ago, where I spoke about like settling down and the pressure from my mom wanting grandkids and different stuff like that, how I want to carry out my life differently because I'm a little bit more selfish. Like, it's hard because a lot of people around me are starting to have babies, like buying homes, like kind of that American dream type of thing, but it still doesn't look appeasing to me. But I will say I am coming into I feel like y'all are growing with me on my channel, because if you've been here for a while, you know that I would say I am good on the kids, like I don't want kids. But a part of me, like recently, I've been having baby fever. I don't know if it's because I've been sitting down too long, I've been just like on chill mode, maybe that's a factor, but I have been having like an incy wincy bit of baby fever, but in the back of my mind, and even what I'll say to my peers and my family and my mom and shit like that, like I will not have a child without a stable partner. Like, I've seen this song written and sung many times where someone has a baby and they're not supported, or the partner's not there. It could be a single mother or a single father. Like, I need someone who will be there, who I know will not switch up, and will be not only a great provider, but just an overall great partner, or I should say a great supporter, like who has my back when I can't be there for for them or the kids or even myself. Like, I just need someone stable there, like my rock. And that's when I kind of had that aha moment in the video, when the reporter was speaking about like how the primates kind of evolved and they began to walk on the earth, and they realized they couldn't do too much, because the women had to start carrying the babies in their hands instead of like having them on their back while they could carry out other tasks. That's when they start looking for like actual partners to be there until, you know, their babies grew up. And that's exactly what I think. Like, but at the same time, it's like, that's not really, that really doesn't justify, or that really doesn't prove that humans are monogamous. It just proves that humans need help. Like, I feel like that proves, yeah, it's like, I need help with these babies. Like, come on now, I'm not about to raise these babies by myself. Like, but that doesn't prove, in my head at least, that I'm monogamous, because I'm not about to pop a baby out without help. The last and final kind of reason why I feel like people feel like we are monogamous or have to be is because the pressure is so high, you know, to be in these relationships, to stick around after, you know, you met up with your partner and you exchange these vows. You meet someone else, like she said, it's natural to form a pair bond. It's natural to want someone new. I think, like, that's where we're not being honest with ourselves. Like, I think that's completely natural. It's okay if you want someone else. It's okay if you want multiple women. It's okay if you don't want a marriage. It's okay if you want to go around screwing Tom, Dick, Harry, Cheyenne, and Taylor. Like, that's completely fine, as long as you're not married, as long as you're not in a relationship. Like, I really, and don't get me wrong, like, just because I don't believe humans aren't wired to be in a monogamous situation, that does not mean that I'm a cheater. That does not mean that I'm a liar. I feel like I'm one of the most loyal people on this earth. Like, one thing about me, because I don't believe, even though I don't believe that we were hardwired to be monogamous, that does not mean that I don't crave to be in a union with someone. But generally speaking, deep down, I don't feel like humans are hardwired to be monogamous. So let me just say that right there, because I probably sound crazy. Y'all probably have been wondering, like, what the hell? Like, so do you want a relationship? No, I absolutely do want a relationship, and I think that's the difference. And that's why I brought up maturity and honesty. Okay, that's why I couldn't get it quite out, because I'm like, why did I write that down? So maturity and honesty, it takes those two things, or you have to value maturity, and you have to be honest with yourself, because if that's not what you desire, you absolutely don't have to be, you know, 100% invested in a relationship. If that's not what you crave, that is completely okay. But you have to be upfront with a person. You can't just say, I want to get married, and because this is what you want and this is what it's gonna take, you know, to get the cookie or be with this specific person that, you know, that I want or desire at the moment. I think that's absolutely wrong. So I think it takes a honorable person, an upright person, to say, I don't value monogamy and I'm gonna cheat on you. Like, you just have to be upright, and I think that's what it comes down to. The craziest thing is, even though I know that monogamy is not ingrained into humans' genetics, I am still touchy about the situation. And the reason is because I have been cheated on before, I've been lied to, I've been all these things, but deep down I'm saying monogamy isn't real. Like, that's not right. Like, but the difference is, it could be avoided. Like, cheating and lying, like, that all could be avoided. Like, I would prefer a person being upfront and bold with me and saying, I want you, but I don't value you enough to, you know, only entertain or be, what am I trying to say? Devote my life to you, devote my time to you. Maybe it's dumb that I don't believe monogamy is real, or that I don't believe we are hardwired to be monogamous, but I still crave to be in a monogamous situation. I don't know, maybe that's stupid. What do you think? I don't know. As I'm saying these thoughts and as my opinions are rolling out, I'm sort of questioning myself about how I truly feel. My point kind of is the same, but I think because my values are loyalty, respect for myself and others, and having a good strong bond with a person, I think that's just why, you know, I'm a one man woman. It's all about discipline. It's all about respect. And if you say you respect yourself along with your partner and you're disciplined enough to be in a relationship, then do it. I'm willing for love to have this discipline and devote my life and my womb to you. I think that devotion displays and illustrates my love. That's exactly how I feel. Even though I deep down don't feel like monogamy is hardwired into humans' genetics, I feel like proving how much you love someone and how much you are devoted and want to uplift this person, doing all of that illustrates your love for them. And I think that's beautiful because I'm a hopeless romantic. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. I hope it makes sense because it makes perfect sense in my head. So catch up. But let me know how you feel in the comments about my comments and concerns on whether or not humans are hardwired to be monogamous. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment box. If you have any other videos that you want me to react to or any other topics that you want me to elaborate on, don't hesitate dropping that down as well. If you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to give me a beautiful thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and follow your favorite girl on IG at jshara with an H at the end. You know that I love you. You love yourself 10 times more. Have a beautiful day or night in this amazing world. Ciao.